Please sit in any comfortable posture with hands on your knees, Jnana or Chin Mudra. The head, neck, shoulders, back, all in a straight line. Eyes and mouth gently closed. Become aware of the whole body from the top of your head to your toes. If there is any tension or tightness or discomfort, consciously relax the body. And as soon as possible, come into a state of motionlessness. Bring your awareness to your breathing process and try to become aware of each and every experience in the whole process of breathing. Right from inhalation at the nose tip, movement in the nose, throat, chest, abdomen, and the exhalation. Become aware of each and every component of the breathing process. You're breathing in the temperature at the nose tip, movement of the air in the nostrils, movement of the air in the throat and chest, expansion of your abdomen, expansion of your chest, short pause, contraction of your chest, contraction of your abdomen, air rushing up the throat, chest, up the throat, down the nose, and as it leaves the body, become aware of the warmth in the air and a touch of humidity. A short pause again, and then the whole process continues. Do not change or alter the breathing process, just become aware. And then shift your awareness to your eyebrow center, Bhrumadhya. At the Bhrumadhya, try to visualize the image of your Guru or your Ishtadevata, your psychic symbol or candle flame. And if not, try to imagine a subtle pulsation at the eyebrow center. And maintaining awareness of this experience at the eyebrow center, we shall chant the mantra Om 3 times altogether, taking in a deep breath. Shanti mantras all together. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि Om. Bring your awareness back to the eyebrow center. Become aware of the image you had. Feel the effect of the mantras at the eyebrow center and feel them radiating from the eyebrow center to the whole body. And then gradually, gently bring the hands together, rub them against each other, place them on the closed eyes. And then, when comfortable, move the palms away, open the eyes, Namo Narayan, and a very warm welcome to all the participants in this third session. And this is a party. So this party has to have all the components of the party. And since it's a party with a yogic flavor, so we will be having everything which is a little bit more subtle. So we will have, and we do have music. Those of you who wish to can also join in dancing. When we have the kirtan in the ashram, that time when we are together, then it happens very spontaneously. Now this will have to be on our own. The advantage of that is you don't have to be conscious, because many times people feel, what will somebody else think if I'm dancing? So you can, God has given you that privacy, which we also value so much. And more importantly, whenever there is a party, there's always very good food, right? And here we are having very good food. The only thing is, this is food for the mind, for the soul. It's not food for the body. Food for the body तो आपके पार्टी में आपने कर लिया है ना? So now there is food for the mind and food for the soul. That is what is very, very essential, because finally it is the mind which has to be strong. We have learned in the first two sessions about our strengths, our weaknesses, our aim, our ambitions, and our needs. And we have been working on this swan of ours so that this swan can take a beautiful, graceful flight. Do you know that the swan is also a very intelligent being? There is a story in which there is a question which comes to a person: how do you differentiate or distinguish between a heron, bagala, and a swan? They look very similar. So it's very difficult to distinguish. And do you know what the answer is? Just give both of them a glass containing milk and water. The bagula, the heron, will drink everything, but the swan, it will very selectively drink only the milk and leave the water behind. And that's why it is said, Hanso Hansaha, Bako Bakaha. You differentiate automatically between the swan and the bagula. And what we have to do is we have to try and move from being a bagula to a Hansa. That means the work of the mind. It is not the external appearances. External appearances both are same, but it is the internal which makes a difference. We have spoken about the resolutions, and like the new year is the time we take new resolutions. We have tried to understand and go a little bit deeper. As practitioners of yoga, we work a lot with the mind. So we have tried to analyze the mind a little bit, and we have tried to be a little bit more systematic in our efforts of taking the sankalpa, the resolution. And as we all know that a properly taken sankalpa can make a vast amount of difference. But the crucial word is properly taken sankalpa. If we do not take a sankalpa correctly or properly, then it's like throwing seed into water. It will never germinate. I'm not speaking of hydroponics over here, because some of you might just say that, oh, but with hydroponics we can. I'm not speaking of hydroponics. We are just throwing the seed in the water. So now the question is, how can we make that change? And that is the most important point. But before we go into that aspect, there is one point which I feel we need to understand. We have spoken of the sankalpa or the resolution which we will be taking. Sometimes, if you look back, sometimes we take sankalpas for one aspect or the other aspect or a third aspect, but we are not just one aspect. We are a complete being. And we need to take a sankalpa such that every aspect of our being has to be taken care of. And therefore, when we take the sankalpa, at that time, we should look at least 3 or 4 different dimensions. One is our professional dimension. Whatever we do professionally, what do I want to achieve in that? Second is our social dimension. Whatever we are socially, what do I want to achieve over there? Third is the interpersonal, one-to-one relations with different people. How do I want to be in that? Am I a good son? Am I a good father? Am I a good brother? Am I a good sister? Am I a good mother? Am I a good child? Whatever. And there we have got, again, multiple roles we have to play. It's not just one role. That it's not that, okay, I am the mother and now henceforth I am the mother for all times to come with everybody. No. With somebody I am the mother. With somebody I am the daughter. With somebody I am the wife. With somebody I am a friend. With somebody I am what would I say? A rival. I have to play different roles. So it is essential that we understand these 3-4 dimensions. And having done that, there is one dimension which we generally forget: the internal or the personal. Who am I? Because finally, when I sleep, when I close my eyes, I'm alone. And the thoughts which trouble me at that time, those thoughts, they cannot be taken by anybody else. You can give hundreds and millions of dollars. Nobody can take those thoughts for you. If you have a bag on your shoulder, you can give 10 rupees and get a porter. He will carry it for you. But the thoughts which are going on in here, you give hundreds and thousands of dollars, nobody can carry them for you. You can take some pills and try and quieten the mind. When the brain does get quietened a bit, but then it jumps back in a different manner. It doesn't help in the long run. So that aspect is very essential. And until and unless we don't look at that aspect, it is not going to succeed. What is the reason that we take a sankalpa, a new year resolution, that I am going to exercise every day of the year, and barely 3 days later, off it goes? Why? That is because it is the mind which is ever so chanchal, and we have forgotten to deal with the mind. In previous sessions, we have spoken of how mind is a very powerful source. It is a very, very powerful force and a source of great energy. But since that force is not friendly to me, it works against me. I tell him, sit down. It says, I will get up and go. I tell him, go get this. I say, forget it. I am not going anywhere. And since it's an elephant, you can't do much. क्या कर सकते हैं? हाथी के सामने कुछ बोल सकते हैं क्या? वो तो एक सेकंड में मसल देगा. And those who feel they can fight the mind, you can see them, they are in the loony bin. They cannot succeed. You cannot fight the mind. That's just not possible. But does it mean that we allow the mind to do whatever it wants? No. That is where harnessing the mind, befriending the mind, the key word, befriending the mind, that is very, very crucial. And how do we do it? Paramhans ji, Swami Satyanand ji, he gave a very, very nice way out. He said, take a Laghu Sankalpa, not a Mahasankalpa. Many of us take a Mahasankalpa. Take a Laghu Sankalpa, very small. He said that if you want to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and you are not, one of those who is an early bird, then what do? He gave a simple example. He said that you set the alarm at 4 o'clock, you wake up, go to the washroom, splash water on your face, and then go back to sleep. You do not have to wake up and keep awake, because your mind will rebel. After 3 days, mind will rebel. So do something very simple. Or if you are waking up at 6 o'clock, decide to wake at 5:30 and gradually do it for a long period of time. आप तो सब योग के साधक हैं ना. पतंजलि योग तो आप लोगों ने पूरा एकदम चाट करके पार कर लिया है ना. अभ्यास की क्या व्याख्या है? Anybody? अभ्यास in Patanjali योग.
दीर्घकाले नैरंत.
आधा ही हुआ.
सत्कार सेविते दृढ़ भूमि.
हाँ, वही चीज हो जाता है. आधा ही कर लेते हैं. नहीं, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, इट्स वेरी नाइस, इट्स वेरी कमेंडेबल. नहीं तो क्या है, पहले 3-4 श्लोक के बाद कोई याद नहीं रखता है. वो पतंजलि केवल ब्रांड के रूप में ठप्पा मारने के लिए ठीक रहता है कि पतंजलि का क्या क्या नहीं है. अब वो तो पतंजलि तो एक ब्रांड नेम हो गया है. नॉट टू गो इन दैट, बट महर्षि पतंजलि बहुत बड़ी चीज बोल के गए हैं. सतु दीर्घ कालेन, मतलब लॉन्ग टाइम, निरंतर याना relentlessly. सत्कारो with great श्रद्धा, आसेवितो दृढ़ भूमि ही. Only when you do it in this manner for a long time does it get established into you as a way of life. When we were 2 years old or 6 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years old, what did we do? Many times our mother would put clothes on us. We would take off the clothes and wander off. Over a period of time, we have been taught and we have learned. Do we do something like that now? We don't. नहीं होता है ना. Not even in the wildest dreams will we even think of that. 1.5 साल का बच्चा तो यूं चला जाता है, क्यों? क्योंकि वो सीखा नहीं है. ओवर अ लॉन्ग पीरियड वी हैव लर्नड, समटाइम्स द हार्ड वे आल्सो. What is toilet training? It is something like that. Same thing we have to do. Do not take big sankalpas. Take a small sankalpa, but decide to do it for a long period of time. Dirgha kala, nairantarya. So therefore, the hard part is not the sankalpa. The hard part is not doing it for 2 days. The hard part is doing it again and 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 again, long after the glamour of it has gone away. Because you start something in front of 10 different people. Oh, I've done this, I've done that. That is a thing which comes up for people and for everybody. Make use of that. Take up a sankalpa, but now take a sankalpa which is laghu, which is very easy to do. If you can lift 5 kgs, suppose you want to go, I want to hit the gym and I will have 20 kgs every day. No, start with 5 kgs, 1/4 of what is your capacity. Suppose you are able to do 20 kgs, I will do 5 kgs and I'll just do 5 minutes. कितना टाइम लगता है? 5 मिनट लगते हैं. That is what Swamiji said his guru told him. When he received his guru mantra, his guru told him 5 माला सुबह में, 5 माला शाम को. And he said, मेरा मंत्र तो छोटा था, 5 मिनट में हम करके चले जाते थे. तो हम गुरुजी को बोले, गुरुजी बढ़ा दें क्या? गुरुजी बोले ना, उतना ही चालू रखो. And स्वामीजी said कि वो 5 माला उनको करने के लिए मुश्किल हो जाता था, बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता था, कभी खत्म ही नहीं होता था. और जब 40 साल तक लगातार दीर्घकालीन निरंतर रेगुलरली ही डिड इट, तब जाकर के अष्टोत्तर शतलक्ष का संकल्प लिया और उसको कंप्लीट किया. 1 साल में 1,08,00,000 मंत्र करने का उन्होंने संकल्प किया और कर लिए. और जैसे वो हो गया, उनको शब्द सुनाई दिया, टेक केयर ऑफ योर नेबर्स as I have taken care of you. How did that happen? Because he did it dirghakal, relentlessly, with great reverence and shraddha. And he had great conviction in it. Not only shraddha but conviction also. अरे कुछ चल रहा है नहीं. When I am doing, then the world is gone. I am just here. And you do that for a long time, then it happens. And we have seen what you can see at Vikhya or even at Munger is not the work of an individual. It is grace incarnate. And that grace showers, and it showers bountifully. The point is, our vessels, they are too small to hold it, and whatever capacity is there, that is also lost because it has holes in multiple places. So therefore we need to have this which has to be worked up. So take a small sankalpa, laghu, and then work. That is point number 1. Point number 2, I have to take a sankalpa for my professional work, for my social levels, for my individual work, for my family level, for my personal. भाई 4-4, 5-5 एक तरफ हम बोल रहे हैं कि लघु संकल्प करो, ज्यादा मत करो, और एक तरफ में हम बोल रहे हैं कि 4-4, 5-5 संकल्प लेना पड़ रहा है. Is that not a contradiction? No, it is not. It depends on how you look at it. What is it which works in the sankalpa? Is it my brain which works? No, it is my mind. What is it which creates a problem in the sankalpa? It is my mind. Whether it be professionally, socially, familial, individual, internal, whichever way it is the mind which creates problems. So why not we take a sankalpa which can change the quality of the mind, and the moment the quality of the mind has changed, बस बात खत्म, सब चीज हो जाता है. And that is what Swami Shivanand Ji taught us. He gave us the 18 itties, and those 18 itties are very essential because they very easily change the quality of the mind. What are those 18 itties? They are serenity, regularity, absence of vanity, sincerity, simplicity, veracity, equanimity, fixity, non-irritability, adaptability, humility, tenacity, integrity, nobility, magnanimity, charity, generosity, and purity. You do this. So it's big, not easy. It's quite difficult. And that is what he called as the 18 itties. And he said, you will not get this in any university, either Harvard or Oxford. You won't get it in any university, but you will get it in the Vedic university. And that Vedic university alone has the power to transform your mind. So today, on this occasion of New Year, let us decide to work on our mind. Which aspect of our mind? That's your choice. But pick up one aspect and stay with it for at least 1 month. Studies have shown that you need 40 days to get a habit ingrained in your brain. The neuronal circuits change when you do something for 40 days. And then, of course, you have to reinforce. So, when you do any anushthan, it is generally said you have to do it for 40 days. The Ramzan is for 40 days. Even in the Christian sect, the sadhana which they do is for 40 days. Why? Because of this principle. It is not just a number because 4 is my favorite number. No, it is because that is how the brain works. That is how the mind works. So pick up one, something which is very simple. Don't decide that I will be serene the whole day. No, not possible. But decide that one incident in a day when my serenity is being challenged, I will remain serene. Just one incident a day and do a small thing. And when you practice it for a long period of time, then you see automatically you start working and it becomes a second habit. पता भी नहीं चलता है कि साइकिल कब सीख गए. थोड़ा साइकिल सीख गए, रिपीट करना शुरू हो गया. तो वो हम लोगों को करना है. जो चाहिए आप चूज कर लीजिएगा. तब जाकर के शरीर में, मन में, भावनाओं में, हमारे करियर में, हमारे जीवन में परिवर्तन होगा. After all, we are looking for one thing, that is happiness. If we have happiness, we have everything. And if we don't have happiness, then nothing is of any value. सब चीज होने के बाद में भी लोग सुसाइड क्यों करते हैं? हाँ, गरीब आदमी है तो समझ में आ सकता है. लाखों करोड़ों की संपत्ति है तो काहे के लिए सुसाइड करते हैं? क्योंकि लाखों करोड़ तो बैंक में है, दिल में क्या है? दिल में कंगाली है. दिल का जो अमीरी है ना, वो जरूरी है. और मजे की बात है कि दिल की अमीरी फकीरी में आती है. जब हम फकीर बनते हैं ना, तब अपने से दिल में अमीरी हो जाती है. करके देखिए. इट डज नॉट मीन दैट यू हैव टू रिनाउंस एक्सटर्नली. ये दिल की फकीरी की बात कहते हैं. Just be in tune with yourself for 5 minutes of the day, 10 minutes of the day, and you see how much happy you are. And try it out. When you try it out, they say the proof of the custard, of the pudding, lies in its eating. पुडिंग बनाइए, खाइए, खुद जान जाइए, है ना? So this is what we will want to work at, and I think if we start with this, then we will be able to make a difference. Pick up one ET for 1 month. In 1.5 years, you have the 18 ETs. And then pick up one thing at a time. Then everything happens. Chaliye. So enough of food for the brain. Now a little bit of food for the mind, and then food for the soul. So let us do a short meditation. Please sit in any comfortable posture. Hands on your knees in Dhyan or Chin Mudra. The head, neck, shoulders, back, all in a straight line. Eyes and mouth gently closed. Become aware of the whole body from the top of your head to the toes. And if there is any tension or tightness anywhere, any discomfort anywhere, consciously release that tension, tightness, or discomfort and come into a posture of complete ease, relaxed state, comfortable. And then gradually minimize your movements and make yourself completely steady. As we begin the practice, we shall take a sankalpa. A sankalpa or a resolve is something which goes deep in the states of consciousness. And here it has the potential to germinate. And once it germinates, it has the capability of changing each and every dimension of life. So therefore, think well and then take the sankalpa. The sankalpa should be positive. It should be unambiguous. It should be short and crisp. Repeat this sankalpa to yourself mentally 3 times. I shall enumerate to you the different body parts, and you should try and become aware of the body parts. Do not move your body, just become aware. If I say right hand thumb, then mentally try to visualize your right hand thumb and say to yourself, my right hand thumb, I know. And just become aware if there is any tension or tightness and let go of that. After that, that body part will become completely steady, still, stationary. Do not try too hard. Just rotate your awareness along with my instructions. Become aware of your right hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm, wrist, elbow, shoulder, armpit, upper back, lower back, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, right big toe, second, third, fourth, and the fifth. The entire right side of the body. Come to the left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, palm, wrist, elbow, shoulder, armpit, upper back, lower back, hip, thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, sole, left big toe, second, third, fourth, and the fifth. The whole left side of the body. Awareness to the top of your head, the crown of your head, forehead, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, the eyebrow center, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, right nostril, left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, throat, right shoulder, left shoulder, the right shoulder and the right arm, left shoulder and the left arm, upper back and the chest, lower back and the abdomen, the entire torso, right hip, right hip and right leg complete, left hip and left leg complete, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body, and the whole body. This body, which is completely relaxed, has become completely stationary, Murtivat. Even if you wish to, you will be unable to move this body. And in this stationary body, become aware of the different sounds you are able to hear. Awareness at your ears, small subtle sounds, large sounds, sounds for short duration, sounds for long duration, sounds very near to you, sounds from far distance. Just try and become aware of all the sounds. Let there not be even one sound which you miss. Do not stick on one sound. Become aware and move on and move on and maintain awareness of all the sounds or as many sounds as possible. Keep on observing all the sounds. Now, isolate one sound and become aware of that sound, excluding all other sounds. Analyze the sound completely. Recollect all its attributes. Become aware of the emotional and mental content of the thought of the sound process, what it triggers within us, what thoughts, what emotions, what images, what comes up. If nothing comes up, well and good. If something comes up, just observe it. Do not stick to one sound. Once you have analyzed one specific sound, drop it and move to the next, and the next, and the next. Do not try too hard. Just observe what is easy and comfortable. And then slowly drop the awareness of the sounds and become aware of the different thoughts or emotions laying up in the mind. You might have a thought or the lack of a thought. Become aware of both. Sometimes a thought just comes in very quickly, like a meteor, and it's gone. Sometimes a thought comes and stays and refuses to go. Just become aware of whatever interplay takes place within you. And now bring your awareness to the eyebrow center, the blue madhya, and mentally chant with me the mantra Om. Become aware of the vibrations radiating from Bhrumadhya like pulses. You have a pulse of Om radiating from Bhrumadhya. Become aware of this pulse of Om going radiating throughout the whole body. Drop the awareness of this pulse and just become aware of the effect which it has created in the whole body. Feel the lightness, vibration, energy in the entire body. And then maintaining awareness of this energy, lightness, joy, and happiness within you. Recollect the sankalpa you had taken in the beginning of the practice and repeat it 3 times. Slowly start externalizing the awareness to complete the practice. Become aware of the whole body, the contact points between the body and the floor, body and the clothes, body and the environment and breeze. Externalize your awareness a bit more and become aware of the external sounds coming from within the room. Externalize your awareness completely and become aware of all the sounds coming from outside the room, the external circumstances and situations. And once your body and mind is completely externalized, then bring the awareness back to the body. Gently move the fingers in and out, in and out, in and out. Wiggle the toes up and down, up and down, up and down. Roll the neck from side to side. Clasp the fingers together, stretch them over the head, give your body a good stretch. And then, when comfortable, bring the hands down on your knees. Get ready to chant the mantra Om 3 times, taking in a deep breath. All together. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Rub the palms against each other. Place them on the closed eyes. Experience the warmth radiating from the palms to the eyes. And then gently move the palms away. Open the eyes. Namo Narayan. With this, we come to the close of our meditative practice. And I think with this, we also have finished what we needed to do in the whole session, right? All aspects have been covered. All clear, right? कुछ छूटा तो नहीं है?
कीर्तन.
क्या चीज?
कीर्तन.
कीर्तन.
Party, Swami ji.
For the soul, food for the soul.
Food for the soul. aha, aha, right, yes. चलो हम सोचे आप लोग भूल गए हैं, नहीं भूले हैं. Good. So how do we start? How do we start?
With the tal.
With the
With the
tal.
tal.
Yes.
Eight,
Okay.
8 times.
8 beats, not 8 times, but 8 beats.
8 beats. Yeah.
Let us start.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Now the melody. Close your eyes gently and feel the waves of joy and Anandam. And then slowly internalizing this feeling, this joy, slowly open your eyes. Hari Om Tat Sat, Namo Narayan. with this, we come to the close of our third session. And tomorrow is our final session. So I would like us to share some of our views, some of our thoughts. And if you feel it okay, then also the sankalpa or the resolution you have taken. For I will certainly be sharing the resolution or the sankalpa which I have taken. Of course, I have not taken it for the new year. That sankalpa has always been there. But this new year has been a very good opportunity for me to renew, re-emphasize, reinforce that sankalpa. So I will be sharing that sankalpa with you. And if you wish, you can also share yours. So that is going to be the schedule for tomorrow. And since there's going to be more interaction, our session might last a little bit longer. It might be 1 hour, a quarter of an hour more or so, 15-20 minutes extra. So with this, let us conclude. Namo Narayan.
Thank you. Namo Narayan, Swamiji.
Namo Narayan, Swamiji.
Namo
Namo
Narayan.
Narayan, everyone.
Namo Narayan, Swamiji.
Namo Narayan.
Thank you.
Namo Narayan.
Namo Narayan.